All right, so the benefit to me of this construction is I can pull this motor out with just reach under there, 2 easy clicks, and then I can put it on the plunge routers sitting over there. Now if I want to use this base with the motor, I just pull these pins and then I have this whole setup. So there's no removing 3 screws. When you remove the 3 screws, you're gonna have to use the jig that recenters the plate. And in this format, it's hung by the casting. If you use the other router bases, the router is hung by these 3 screws, and it just seems like I'm sure they figured it out, but there's a lot of weight. Just this whole thing is hanging on 3 screws in the other kind of construction. Here we're using the base, the casting of the base. In the last section, I could have raised this with this key. It's just as easy to reach under and turn that. I routed this Roman OG. Now, this video series that I'm doing is about putting together a group of skills that makes you someone that's in demand and very versatile, and therefore you can have a great income. So that's really what this video is about, not just making things and building tools, but gathering a skill set so that you can leverage it into a handsome income. So stay tuned. This benchtop router table, that's like MDF, and you have to put it all together. That's why it's less expensive than the plastic one, which they don't carry here at the Lowe's in West County, St. Louis. Now here's my crude router table. After disconnecting this, so you have to press it in, then it comes to this spot, then it comes out. I could pull these pins here and take the whole router base out. Here's the reversible jointer bit. So it's my understanding that you have 3/4 of shank in the collet. This shoulder needs to be set to the middle of the piece of wood. This build is for expediency. I'm using Xterra board here, and I'm going to glue it all up in place, and this piece of plastic is going to be my release agent. So what I am planning to do is raising some panels using the vertical bit, and I'm going to have a very tall fence here, and I'm going to glue these right in place. See how this all holds together. See, this Xterra board is not all that dimensionally stable, but it should get me close enough to what I'm trying to do here. Now I'm going to glue this up, and plastic, because I expect this is going to run, and I'm not taking the time to make any special connections. We'll just maybe see how this glue really works. I broke apart a joint on that banquette I was building, and sure enough, it did not break where the glue seam was. The wood actually tore. So it's getting hot, and I have the luxury right now of just leaving this glue to set up. And my thinking behind this is I want this thing to be in position up against the fence. This fence is not perfectly perpendicular to the work surface. It is on one side, but not on the other. Let's also include the fence. Square. Now, Square. We move this down. Okay, what about if we move this square? Now a dust collector. I plan on putting a piece of wood across here. I want to maintain this being straight. I'm going to switch this around so the fence is on this side and I can adjust the cutter more handily. So this then goes here, and this cutter, there's a shoulder on it. Let's see if we can use this little doodad here to raise. Oh, It's not locked in position. So it's just the safety is the only thing that's holding it in position. This is not, this engages, I don't know, I'm gonna pull this safety out. See, it engages in 3 different places. So you put the router in with these contact surfaces in the back, and this groove is the one that fits this safety thing. So I'm going to move it up. This gets pressed in, and I'll put it there. So it's about in the middle of the travel. I can adjust it.